Look, I guess I'm missing one or two. They're either a robot with a wing or someone with a very fancy hat and a sword. I'm not sure. And if you haven't played this game and you don't know anything about this particular game itself, Esoteric Ebb is like Dungeons and Dragons Disco Elysium. We are playing... I thought Mechabellum was free. No, you buy it because there's nothing else. There's no like microtransactions aside from like you can spend $3 on a skin or something, but you really have nothing. If you never played this game though, sorry. It is D&D Disco Elysium. We're playing as the cleric. We're trying to solve what happened to the tea shop. It exploded. There's a tea shop. It exploded. We've been assigned to figure out what went wrong, how it happened. I have done none of that. We have 5 days until we have to solve it before... Not Appleboy. We have to solve it before the election. So the city, Talstad, is having its very first election. Democracy is a brand new concept to these people. It's having its very first election in 5 days. And we have to solve the tea shop explosion before the election. You've arrived in Talstad. You've picked up a goblin sidekick. And you need to focus on the actual job, the tea shop that blew up. First, you still need to get inside. The entrance is in the middle of a big open outside area. If you find yourself stuck, there probably should be other ways of getting inside. I have not found a way inside yet. A mech game that you return basically you're thinking of. Phantom Brigade? Okay. What did I do? What did I do? I just got a book. Ah, that's what I was gonna go do. I was gonna turn in the book. I don't know when I have to sleep, by the way. It's like 11 at night. When do I have to sleep? And where do I sleep? Because my goblin companion explicitly said I'm not allowed to share his bed in his apartment. He was like, no. Absolutely not. Even when I told him I haven't bathed in like 2 days and I fell in a river and the sewer. And that's a gelatinous cube. I think I need to know... I think I have to get Mage Hand in order to get the torch out of the cube. I'm lost. So this is where... Yeah, this is where Kraid is, and he wants me to find one more rat that I'm missing. I don't know where they are. That was the trap room. I'm not sure. I always get lost down here. The cube. Well, the cube is very dangerous. It almost killed me. Paw prints? No, I already solved that room. I thought it was this way, but I can't go out this way. This way? That leads to where the dwarf is, and I solved his quest. Here it is. So, I'm gonna look for a place to sleep, because I think I need to sleep. Otherwise, bad things happen. Have I tried the ancients arts of woo woo woo? I did. cardamom treat. Yum. I can also, like, lock and unlock things now with magic. Oh, that guy works late. Where do I sleep? If you were me and you needed to sleep. Ah, the drunk Sphinx. Duh. Smarter. Ugh. Oh, I know everything about this goblin. Level 1 rogue. Crazed kleptomaniac. He needs professional help. Be careful with him. He's not a typical goblin. It's on a level where you seriously consider whether this foolish goblin is possessed by some spirit or some divine spark of a trickster god. But the kind of god that would trick his avatar into becoming the useless thief you could possibly imagine. Oh. Not great. Okay. And he's chaotic evil. What's this? Hey, Merc. It is. A jukebox? Play. Let the chains be dust. My favorite song. Oh, is this the agent I met earlier? Agent Vera? I'm so bad at determining anything about her. Whoa, my word, it's an actual Sphinx. The Vault Guardian Olzis. She's a Gynosphinx. Thousands of years spent guarding a hole in reality. Her perception is beyond your ability to conceive. For her, a day is a fleeting moment unless you make it memorable. A Gynosphinx giving out riddles. A woman searching for something, anything, even remotely interesting about these scurrying mortals. Why else allow them into her lair? She is not being exploited. Whatever deal she struck with the tavern keep, this beast of Jor could break it at any moment. Oh. Well, hello there. I cannot trifle the Sphinx. A lull falls out of this ancient ambient cheer. Just a beat of uncertainty as this cleric stepped before the tavern's singular attraction. This happens all the time. Visitors come to gawk and stare, some brave ones to speak with her. The lady of the house, our most delightful host. The towering. You stare at this somewhat feline creature on stage, a living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel, clearly not paying you any mind. Antispalian. Anticipalian. I don't know what that means. The scent of cheap wine lingers in the air along with an esoteric sensation. A Gynosphinx. Gynosphinx, a monstrous being often found undertaking missions of the gods, a feminine force capable of seeing through time and space, collector of ancient lore and dispenser of riddles, known to test mortals to uncover their true worth. A Gynosphinx is not to be trifled with. Her physical characteristics are enough to crush everything that is you. However, she will not have to raise a paw, for her magical prowess could exile you from Jor's realm in an instant. Tread carefully. Look at those beans! Greetings. It is I, the future wizard god king of Tolstad. The Sphinx looks down at you. Meeting her glowing blue gaze makes you feel like you're falling far, far below the world. Death by Snoostu. Her expression turns dark. Dark tidings bring you to the hearth. She speaks low and rolling. A helmed dog dragging its leash around the vestiges of Jor. She extends a claw, thick as your arm, and pokes you in the stomach. Woof. She just insulted me! Your scarf opens its mouth and nibbles in the direction of the claw. Olzus does not seem to mind the mimic. That's ridiculous! Dogs don't wear helmets! I'm an idiot! She lets out a deep breath. It smells like an old basement full of booze. Nor do free men. What? That does not make any sense. She is drunk. Could be a riddle. She takes another sip from her barrel, not looking at you. Watch yourself, cleric. Olzus isn't one for idle chit-chat. I wish to prove myself worthy, Sphinx. Worthy, little one? Worthy how?
A new
Hey,
follower.
Riplet, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the forum. Don't you give out riddles? Certainly. Are you ready? I love riddles! She finishes the last bit of her barrel and puts it down with a slam. Then the Sphinx leans in, hissing. Once I had the sun's favor. The sun, the light of the day. Okay, just making sure that's what it was. Once I had the sun's favor. My creed cling close to the wall. Matured in shadows, I've witnessed my empires rise and fall. Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. She raises her paw and gestures to the open chamber. Yet I remain a draught of remembrance, a history's thrall. What am I? Ooh! Easy. The answer is wine. Specifically, I'm so smart. My character is a genius because I did not know what she meant. Clinging to trestles eliminates many other fruits, and grape wine has been made for generations. Though, given that this is an entry-level riddle, you could imagine this simply wine will suffice. It's a lovely poem about life's journey, how time changes all, even the simplest grape. Can I just say wine? Make a guess. Can I do this? It is Harvest. It's really good. The writing on this, I got into a very long conversation with a gnome last time, and the writing was so good, just talking about like the definitions of gender in a fantasy universe. It was wild. Yeah, I can make a guess. Oh my gosh, Mathichism, he'll keep you there for like an hour, I'm not kidding. It's a 1.25 million word count. Did you like Disco Elysium, Harvest? If you did, this game is like very good. Your mind settles on a singular possibility for the simple riddle. Matured in shadows, without a doubt your answer is, obviously it is wine. Obviously. Once in the sun, matured in the shadows, been around for a long time, life of the ball, a drought. Draught. It is clearly, obviously, even wine. Good, now tell the Sphinx. The answer is wine. Wine? She gives you an intense stare. Yeah, it's wine. She picks up a new barrel of wine, pops the cork open. Wine. Yes, that is correct. That is very correct, little one. I knew it! I am the greatest! Since you're so amazing, would you be interested in a quest? Absolutely, I love questing. She gives you a serious expression. Accepting a divine quest from a Sphinx is no trifling matter, mortal. Oh, anything. A quest? Indeed. Behind me stands a vault. It only opens to those worthy. She leans her massive head downward, close enough for you to smell the wine breath. To prove worthy, you must solve my most ancient of riddles. So old, it was handed to me when I first stepped inside this chamber millennia past. Okay, well, I'm pretty great at questing. I'm sure you are, little one. Your companion whispers, you're going on an epic Sphinx quest now? Sure, why not? It's not like we're on a job already. Yeah, exactly, Snell! All things are connected by strings. This is important, Snell. Maybe not. Maybe to you. No, it's very important for the job as well. If I solve her riddle, I'll get to go inside the mystery vault. It could grant me esoteric knowledge. Or like the tea shop. Fair enough. I won't stand in the way. Just don't waste too much time. The Sphinx stares at your companion. A hero must face much adversity during his quest. She laughs quietly. Okay, so what do I do? This is a riddle, the answer of which is not uttered in words, but revealed by action. By esoteric might. She goes quiet. Just listen. Found within the arcane flare, twin tongues of flame that scorch the air. She takes a breath, revealing a wicked grin. Burrowed deep within the earth, a primal string to show your worth. She leans in, almost whispering those final words. Folk and gods in thronging herds, a man divine alone howls his words. That is intensely vague and cryptic. I love riddles, but I'll have to think about this one. The answer is not something you can speak. She uses a massive claw to grab something from her pile of stuff and tosses it to you. Once you understand this riddle, return here. You can only solve it during the daytime, alone. Okay. I'm not interrupting the job for that. Do it in the morning or something before you pick me up. The Sphinx chuckles. I never sleep, so you can show up at any time after sunrise. Sounds like it could be one treasure. Oh, what do we think it is? So, okay. Let's look back here. Twin tongues of flame that scorch the air, found within the arcane flare. So is that like the top of maybe a building? Like that are billowing smoke? Burrowed deep within the earth, a primal string to show your worth. I think that was the pillar of yore down below. Folk and gods and thronging herds, a man divine alone howls his words. I don't know that one. Like, do I have to go to 3 places, maybe? I'm not sure. Is anything I want to know? Is this tavern your lair or your lair a tavern? She lifts the barrel to her lips and holds it there for a moment. That is indeed a riddle worth pondering. Okay. Has anyone ever tried to fight you? Yes. Alcohol tends to lower risk assessment capabilities among mortals, which sometimes ends with violence. Always from a man, strangely enough. I do wonder why. Okay, thank you. Who are you voting for in the election? I'm not. What? Why? I cannot leave to vote, I'm afraid. Even if it was my business to leave an imprint on affairs of mortals. Oh, okay. Well, if you could leave, who would you vote? Oh, I don't know. Why would you have me vote if you were in my shoes? I would vote for me. I will lead us to a glorious future as a wizard god king. Oh, will you? Yes, there is a distinct possibility. She gives you a knowing smile. Okay, thank you. I'll be going now. You have to fake it to make it, okay? If I tell enough people that I will be the wizard god king, I'm gonna make it happen. Oh, it's our dwarf friend from before.
Yeah.
Cleric of Norvik. The dwarf's glowing, smoldering eyes glitter as he bows. Lovely to see you. Me and Romulus here are taking a little break before we head back to Devogvi. I bow back. He laughs. Clearly somewhat inebriated. Who are you voting for in the election? Bit of a sensitive subject. I try not to be too vocal about me thoughts. But leaning Asgard might go free strider since they got one hell of a program planned for the privatized adventuring and delving across Ascani. But then again, I don't exactly believe in a winner to believe in such a winner in a golden heart world. If you catch my drift. The rest monster makes a screeching noise. Romulus sure does. I think, as the future god, wizard, king of this city, I surely require strong adventurers to guide and protect the lands. The dwarf does not respond to your campaign speeches first. Instead, he just scratches his beard. I don't think I've ever heard anyone propose themselves as dictator that brazenly. It's almost refreshing. Is this how fascism is born? How interesting. He waves the thought. But we'll see. There's still time until Romulus and I have some thinking to do. Okay, thanks. They're all gonna vote for me. Everyone is voting for me. Vote for Pedro. An old well. You approach the old well. It is dry and very deep. Look down the well. Only darkness. Is this a wishing well? No. I wish I was the greatest knight in all of Ascani. Nothing happens. Well, you look at that. That must mean you're already the greatest knight. Oh, Snell, you flatterer. He's making fun of you. Jump. No. I need a room. I need to sleep. It's about to be past my bedtime, and I will get in trouble for staying up too late. Your parrot loves his cage, protects it with his life. My cat loves his little heated cat cave. I have a naked cat. I have a little naked cat, Lucifer. Alright, where's me bed? Where can I sleep? I don't know where I can sleep. Hi, Josh. Where do people sleep in this? Where do I sleep? I'm doing well. We just played Timberborn for a while. Had a lot of fun with that one. In the alley beside the bar. I'm only worried because there is a penalty for not sleeping, but I just don't know what. Why are you guys all... Is this a secret? This is a secret for sure. Can I take your strange mushroom juice? Oh, thanks. Grants minor wisdom for a week. Oh, heck yeah. I just stole minor mushroom juice from a tiny little gnome. Off the street. Sleeping for service. Come back after midnight-ish. Oh, okay. So that's where I sleep. There's somewhere in there. It's creepy. Are these bikes? Wait. There's bicycles in this world? A handful of bicycles are stationed. Bicycles, a land transportation device first popularized in the early Arcane era, originally invented due to the difficulty of transporting horses to the floating majocratic cities. They're scared of portals. Bike racks are stationed in many places around the city, usually in locales with lots of stairs. There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight. I can't believe there's bikes. Did you, what? This particular bike is yours. Check out this bike, Meek. The mimic looks at the yellow bike with a bulbous eye. What is bike? It's a cool device you can ride through town. It's a highly efficient vehicle for urban traversal. Meek is intrigued. Meek is scared. What if you fall and hit head? That's why you wear a helmet. That is why Master have thing on head. Meek learned so much about Master. Meek enjoy not dungeon very much. Protect that smile. Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off, even if you had the key. Why would you wrap it up like that? You should take better care of this magnificent bike. Wait, it's mine? Yes, you fool. Keep up. Seduce the mimic? He's already my familiar. I rescued him. I rescued him from a trap. Where's the key? Not here. Could getting the key be a quest? This does not sound like a quest. Find the missing key. Mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. No quest to be found here, just sadness. Damn. The key is probably at the bottom of the river, along with the rest of your dignity. Anything strange about my bike? No, it's a bicycle. He does not care. If I remember where the key is, can I take it? First of all, don't ask me, you're an adult. I didn't know I was saying that out loud. If I remember where the key is, can I bring the bike with me? It's not just... I didn't mean to ask him out loud. I thought that was an eternal thought. First of all, don't ask me. You're an adult. Do what you want. Secondly, how the F are you going to take this bike around Tallstad? You going to carry it? Up and down stairs? This bike rack is set up here so that people can leave bikes before heading down to the stairs to Water Lane. That's a no, right? If you find a pocket bike, that's another thing. Okay. Josh, thank you for the wash streak. You want to know a secret? This is my bike. Yeah, that seems to add up. Okay. Bye, bike. Bye, buddy. I'll come back for you. So I can't go... So I'm limited to this area. Yeah, you can go home since it's late. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, Snell, don't worry. See you tomorrow, Cleric. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak down. We're going to go down below also because he gave me disadvantage on something for a bit. An empty barrel full of money, and there's a little dwarf. Your eyes land on a series of papers nailed to the wooden facade. Getting out information to people. How do you do it? One possible way. Papers nailed on random walls. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. You should rip them to threads. Look at the flyer with an owl. Elon and Sons binders, lithographs, everything from designing to engraving. Okay. This place would fix your... Oh, to fix my spell book! Oh. Grand opening. Grand opening. Stubborn Sphinx. Okay, I was already there. Sun-faded symbol covers most of the large poster. It's a hammer, printed with green ink. The Asgalists. Ah! The Asgalists. You know what? I don't want any Asgalist propaganda here. Get out of here. You furiously tear at the papers, ripping them from their nails and throwing them to the wind. Yeah, I showed him who's boss. No Asgalist propaganda when I'm around. You're gonna vote for one person, and it's me. Also, I'm sleepy now. I need to sleep. Come back after midnight-ish. It's after midnight-ish. It's midnight 02. pillar of Jor stands before you. He is speaking to you, Oh. You place a hand upon the surface. A slight tingle spreads across your palm. This is a magical object. There is a powerful esoteric force hidden beneath the structure, of course. Many scholars have uncovered it before you. You have a feeling that you can meditate here. It will take some sign, but it could prove invaluable. You close your eyes. Oh, I got Esoteric Ebb, Zaya, the name of the game! You shape your mind into an arrow, shooting it out towards the esoteric force. Find the rhythm of to Jor's realm. Hear his voice. Pillar of Jor. The cold rock of the pillar turns warm in your palm. You've marked it with your spirit. Marked it? Warm and deep. Marked what? You're unsure. But you feel like there are more spots you need to investigate. You lift your hand from the surface and you are able to see normally again. You must keep looking. Soon the pillar's secret will be revealed. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar that you need to investigate. Okay, I know there's a spot below. I'm not sure. Okay, this is all the stuff I've learned. Okay, so these are all the different parts. I say. Oh, screaming at the hope we feel better soon. Should I go down to the pillar now then? Through the Lich House? Since I don't have Snell. Thanks for letting me... Oh, he's gone. Oh, was that a rat? I need it. Ratty. Is that not a rat? I thought that was. I need one more rat for our lizard folk friend down below. Okay, and this is the other part of the pillar that I can meditate on. Touch the pillar. Your body quakes, standing in awe of this ancient object. How many battles do you think it has seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one's god or king or people? You do not know, and that frightens you. Perhaps one day you will join in that sacred sensation. Yeah. Woo! Your gloved hand presses against the surface. You find the will to listen, to bear the burden of that solemn voice. Silently mumbling the same words as always to your God, to your people in this great city. It fades. The voices grow, not in size, but in number. Some of them join in your prayer. Some dismiss it, some hate it. Before you, a dark landscape stretches covered in the bodies of the damned and the waiting, their souls on display for judgment and callous sorting. Among them, you see one face turn to look at you. And at first, you believe it to be him. Then you understand as the man, who appears to be both younger and older, gives you the kind of look of regret a father would have on seeing the return of a lost child. He turns his face to the stairs. You watch him go, again and again. Again. Your heart is racing, blood pumping. Get a grip. The vision has faded. Whatever you saw, it quickly disappears deep into your skull. The pillar does not whisper here. It screams. Go down, further. You understand plainly there is more to this. Pillar, you need to investigate. I have to go down below farther? I don't know of how to get down below farther. And the last time I tried to go down here, there were, like, monsters and things of that nature. And it just really was not very good for me. So, like, one, it told me not to step on the skulls. And then two... Alright, you guys tell me. I think this is a monster, and I'm scared to walk in front of it. Doesn't this look like a monster to you? Oh. This screams monster to me. I'm scared to walk in front of it. It looks like a roper from D&D. And I need to, like, go through it in order to get deeper in, and I just don't... I don't wanna. Listen, Zaya, I'm a dungeon master. I'm a forever DM. You think I haven't thrown the roper trick at my party? I know. Yeah, there's nothing else down here, so I do have to go that way at some point, I suppose. There's the snails here. Yeah. I know everything except how to make a road. Oh, the intro, Merc? Have you seen the intro? It was so fantastic. I don't remember what was this way. Nothing. Okay, I think I've done everything I can think of on the first day. Other than go the way of that monster. And I'm also looking for... I need to go back to that gnome in the waterway. And give him the book I found. If you're wondering why you can wander around, like, time does not pass in this game unless you're making decisions. Hey, Guava. It is amazing. This might be my game of the year already. Also, uppies. True. I love this game. I mean, I'm like an easy audience for it. I love being like role playing games. I like D&D. I like Disco Elysium a lot. Thank you. Oh, that's me. I'm a level 3 wizard. I like that your class changes. I want to do a playthrough as a druid. I don't remember if I went through here. Oh, I did not go in the Temple of Earth at all. Oh. Oh, I fell into the river here. Oh, I totally forgot. Oh, jeez, I just got jump scared. I got jump scared by a masked assassin. Tendrils of the depths. An ambush. I'm first. Alone. They were waiting for Snell to leave. Well, joke's on you, buddy. I'm full HP and I got a lot of healing. You've got the wrong cleric. Try to understand your attacker. These are all... I have the highest chance of dodging. I have... But convincing them would be... Oh, dear. The assassin gives you a look for just half a second before he dives in for an attack. Worth a try. You must have been not so convincing standing there shaking. The magical dagger aimed at your chest. Huh? It lands. 3 hit points. Piercing the chainmail. Steel on flesh. Don't stop. This bastard won't. Perhaps you should simply give up. They show mercy, surely. You miss Snell. Crawl up into a ball and scream. Oh, I can also cast Grease. Why don't I do that? You conjure a splash of grease across the slope. The masked one is shocked for a moment, the magical grease causing him to slip and slide. The grease covers the entirety of the surface area of the assassin. You watch as the attacker falls, his slender body tumbling backward. The grassy and rough dirt gets stuck by the rapidly accelerating, rolling assassin going down the hill. Your eyes follow the descent of the attacker as it disappears like a spinning sack of aquils into the roller mill of ruins. By the time you reach the ruins, the shadowy figure scrambles to reach the edge. You follow it real quick, but the bastard jumps into the river. You lean out glancing. That is so amazing. It's not that complicated, Guava. It's just like, if you played Disco, are you ready to make like a lot of tough choices and just roll with it? You see nothing, only night waves. The assassin is gone, along with any evidence of wrongdoing. How horrific! Someone's really trying to kill you! Apart from the wounds you sustained, of course. You can't let him get the upper hand like this. You gotta be alert and faster. Something strange about this. There was no killer. It felt like a mistake. All of it. It's gotta be the tea shop, right? Do not be so hasty. I'll get him next time. Good attitude. Interesting. Okay, I already went there. Oh, this is on top of the tea shop. Yeah, I like... Yes, you can just be a hot mess in this game, and the game lets you do that, and I think that's really fun. As you step up to the door, you see smoke billowing out of the little hatch. A wooden sign hangs up on the door. Open. Knock on the door. 3 hard slams, followed by a crunchy voice from beyond. Potion seller. Potion seller? Yeah, bloody moment, will you? I am waiting, potion seller. You hear a harsh growl from the inside. I told you, one bloody moment. Through the smoke, you see a pair of peering red eyes in the hatch. You hear him click his tongue. You a copper? Does that get me a discount? Nah, opposite. But no matter. You got the coin, you got potions, lad. Swirling, glowing, make you muscles get thicker and stuff. Show me your wares. Potion seller, you're supposed to call me that. We got all standard and stuff. Slush and river blood, you know. Say the word. That's great. I'd love a potion. Potion of healing. Vizca ginger. I don't know what these do. Mind expansion makes me smarter, I bet. Oh, these are for my stats. Oh. Of course they do. Of course they do, Wheeler. Oh. Can I see my stats right now? I don't know which one I want. How much money do I have? I have... I think... the ginger crown... the droplets... So this is whiz. +1 whiz would actually put me at another... breakpoint. But I want to be really smart. Thank you, potion seller. So now... I have oh, my intelligence goes over 20! At 21, I'm truly going to become a genius. I will know everything. Except where to sleep. I don't know where to go. Oh, a cat. Hold on, I can talk to cats. Yeah, there's bicycles in this world. It's funny. On the ledge overlooking the garden, you spot a black cat. Calm as it can be, it doesn't even care. Hello, I am from the local government. The cat lifts its head, its dark eyes squint at you for a second, sniffs the air, and then ignores you. It knows more than it lets on. Wisdom comes from knowing when to act and when not to. If you wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent creature, you need to find the first level spell, Speak with Animals. You place your palm in front of your face and whisper. Everything is words. As you do, the subtle movements of the cat appear not so subtle anymore. Then it snaps, and your mind appears to translate it all into a form you understand. Hello, cat. Sir Triban! You hear a loud scoff coming out of the tiny creature. It's been a long time since one of you brutes learned to speak. Do not call me cat! It is an idiotic way to greet someone. I am Sir Triban of the Stones in the Waters. You shall address me as such. Of course, Sir Triban. The cat speaks in a jaded, regal tone. It's adorable. I'll be frank, Humano. Never cared too much for your kind. Humano? Human, tall and beautiful. An attempt at cat speech. How glib. Don't talk to me that way. I talk to you how I damn well please. Typical. Learns to speak after years of muttering nonsense, and the first thing he says is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. You really are a brute. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you if that's what you're expecting. The cat speaks in a slight cat speak accent, which is logical, but still quite strange to hear from a creature of his stature. Feed his ego to get actual answers. No. Just say something nice about his whiskers. I like your whiskers, he hisses. Oh, sorry, can I try that again? The cat scoffs the way that a 40-year-old fisherman scoffs at an ambitious teenager. No. I have a gem. I can try again. No! Come on! Come on! Not another 3! Come on. I have another one. What? What are these rolls? Why does the DM hate me? Okay, one more time. I'm gonna use it all on this cat. Are you kidding me? What is this? I have used 3. Oh my gosh. I just have to... I have a 50% chance. Well, slightly less. Like a 45? I can't roll above a 10. Oh, finally. You want real answers? Feed his ego. But not soft compliments. Hard compliments. There we go. I knew I could do it. It did. It did, Josh. You are a legendary creature of the dusk and dawn, Sir Triban. The coast trembles at your appearance and longs for your presence. Yes, well, bards will surely write of my accomplishments, that's true. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think of that would be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Then he says, will you go away if I do? Absolutely. He sighs in a deep grumble, the type of noise you did not expect to come out of a cat. Fine. The blue fire awoke me from my slumber. Had I been closer, my whiskers would have been fried. Wait for him to continue. I wanted to know who'd caused such a ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins ran around like crazy trying to put out the flames. I saw a brute like you, but in a garish yellow cloth, being interrogated by some of them. The man in yellow. And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have wings appeared. A celestial. On her orders, the tea shop, yes, they hammered it shut. Then she did something, wave and glow on it. A locking spell. Oh, I can unlock it! Thank you for the information. I forgot! Wait. Yes. I, Aurum the Magnificent. Cast knock! You say the words and place a palm at the center of the plank. A deep booming noise echoes out across the street. Sounds like someone hitting a drum at the bottom of a well. In an instant, the nails begin to jump out of the planks. They fall to the ground, one after the other, along with the wood. Beyond lies the ruined tea shop. Ash and cinder is all that remains. Oh. Meek smell, old fire, bad magic, leave stain here. Master, be careful. Do I want to go in without Snell? Probably not. Good night, Daniel. I want to sleep in this game. Where do I rest? I don't know where to sleep. Is it the drunk sphinx that I sleep at? It would be something akin to 1,000 months standard fare, really. Obviously, all proprietary deals would have to be included in that, obviously, which would make it more akin to double that price at least. The orc woman places her cup on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman behind the counter gives her a wide, sharp grin. Vera turns to leave and almost walks right into you. Whoops. Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I can't stop to chat. Do swing by Water Lane, won't you? As the orc steps past you and leaves the tavern, you look over the woman behind the bar. Hello. Behind the counter stands a woman of fiendish origin. Focused on filling up one of the taps, she immediately stops when she notices your approach. A tiefling. Welcome to the Drunk Sphinx. My goodness, a cleric. How lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you her full attentions. Name's Rix Biter. I'll be serving you tonight. I want to sleep. I am not a cleric. At all. Oh my. What kind of rapscallion are you then? I'm a wizard. Oh, how wondrous. You're the tavern owner. Do you have a bunch of information that could help me? Sure. I literally don't know where I can find a place to rest in this game. Have a good night, Daniel. Do you know Frank, son of Frank? Your question causes her to let out a hearty laugh. No, I'm afraid I haven't. Sorry, Click. She cannot help you. What's the talk of the tavern? Excuse me? Oh, what is the tavern talk? The talk of the tavern. What's the hot gloss, as they say? She's wide-eyed and confused. Excuse me, no, I'm asking, she tosses the cloth over her shoulder. You want rumors? Yes. Well, have you heard about the missing paladin? That's a bit of a mystery. Lord Gorm is said to have gone missing in the city below, although really it's just rumors. I haven't heard from him for weeks, so it's a bit wormwood. Oh, Paladin of Earth, very important to the city. Yeah, sure, I don't know much, to be completely honest. Okay. Did he wear a helmet? No. He always showed off those golden locks. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll go looking for him. No. I gotta go. Well, maybe in Water Lane I can find an area to pass at night, because I know you get... The reason I'm trying to do this is that I am fairly certain you get a penalty for not sleeping, but I don't know where sleep occurs. If I remember right, there's like, where was Snell's apartment? Because I think there might have been a place to sleep in there somewhere. It's down below. Yeah, around here. Drunk Sphinx, not where I want to go. Goblin Garden, no. Oh, I need to touch this here. Pillar of Jor. Speaking to you, touch the pillar. The whispers get louder. It says something weird. No, wait, it's a conversation. One you don't take part in. Try to talk your way in. Speak. Hello? The pillar vibrates. Hello. The whisper lies inside of you, or something. It says he is here. Who is here? Divinity. Death. Necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Weird. You understand it plainly. There is more you need to investigate. I'm finding more! That's pillar number 3. That is a giant snail underneath me. Dormitory. Out of commission. Oh, heck. Maybe I can sleep in Water Lane? Them I need to talk to later. This is where I found the youths. A little rust monster. Shrine of Earth. Nope, don't need to do that. trade company. I have a quest to go there. That was the gnome. Maybe up there? I'll get there. How do I get there? What? Promising. You stand before the damp door on a cramped corner house. The wood is dark, swollen with the perpetual moisture of water lane, a layer of river mud and algae. You knock on the door. You rap your knuckles against the wood. A moment passes. Then the sound of a heavy latch sliding and the door opens. A pair of bulbous eyes stare at you. An Anurin. Nomadic amphibian people, one of the oldest folk type on the coast. Referred to as the last beasts of Jor. Dressed in tiny velvet smoking jacket. Quite distinguished. Questes, what is it? He blinks slowly. A translucent membrane flicks across his eyes. I am busy, très occupé. I wanted to introduce myself. Mon Dieu! Why? Wait, he squints at your uniform. Are you, how do you say, le clergy? I'm more of a wizard, really, but, yes, sure. Una magicienne? There is no denying it now. You are a wizard. I don't know the difference. I don't care, frankly. Simpleton. How sad. The Anoran peeks his head out behind the door. Ask for a contribution to my cause. Oh, good. Just a smile. The kind of smile that opens wallets. Oh, and kiss his ass. My good sir, surely a gentleman of your stature supports the arts, or the holy cause? Oh, flattery. He sighs and his throat pouch inflates slightly. Told you. You are charming, sister Enuix. He reaches for something on the other side of the door. Take this, now au revoir. He slams the door after giving me a fancy bottle. This is no small potion. The Enura must be well connected. Oh, was that a +1 charisma? Yeah! Now I have +1 to charisma. But what I don't have is a place to sleep. I'm just a vagrant. I'm an actual vagrant. Oh, where do I sleep? The game never told me. Bookbinder. Oh, hi, Bookbinder. Is this pest control? In a sense. The eyes push closer to the slit in the door as they push a bunch of gray feathers pokes out. A bird folk. A cleric? No, I'm a wizard. The wizard in you stirs with quiet confidence. The birdman behind the door shuffles his feathers. Shen Yelen is my name. If you are not pest control, I need something. I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it? A prayer book? Yes, I've seen quite a few. Drop it inside. I'll take a look. Drop it in. No problem, Zeliard. Yes, horrible. Salt water left swollen. You could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I'll rebind this foul mess. How much will it cost? Depends on the process. I will need guidance on the direction of the rebinding. The spells inside are lost, however the style and formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be the most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding it in the style of a druidic ledger. Just remake it as well as you can with the original intention. Choose an intelligence upgrade. Yes! I will be so smart! Return tomorrow, not while the sun rises. I am either resting or working. Why do you need pest control? Rats. Spawning out of the sewers. Okay, I'll let them know that they're going to take care of that. Oh, they should take care of that. But the bastard guild leader, Tor Lim Slip, keeps telling me they don't have time. No time? They have dozens of teams running around the city. No time. I've heard of a big problem is that they cannot get anyone to do pest control missions. Oh, rats would be a 1-star problem. Yes, it is very annoying. Pest control teams that join the guild only take 1-star missions for a couple of weeks, and then they quickly start focusing only on higher. Oh, interesting. So no one wants to do the low ones. Okay. Scarf nudges up. You think people not in dungeon dislike them? Yeah. Sorry, man, big man.
A new follower.
Okay. Delicious miso soup. I could join the pest control guild. Sure, and then they'd go and take you on big scary monsters that crawl up in the city. No, I'd work my... Guava, thanks for the follow. Yes, I'm that good of a guy. I could take a look at the rats. From the city. Sewers below. Okay. Thank you for your time. I don't know where to go. I'm not sure. The dormitory is out of commission, which sucks. I think that's Snell's. No, Snell's house is down here. Maybe I can sleep in the goblin garden? What is this? A beaming light emanate. Oh no, is this a library come to get me? One of the apartment doors has turned into something not normal. Very old magic. Oh, please don't be the... Please don't be the library from before. I promise I won't steal any more books. A sting of radiant energy fills your senses. I'm burning. Ah! No, I'm not. You resist the pain, the urge, and all you see is light and a door. You go through and you step outside. The door closes behind you. The door behind you is now normal. It must have been temporarily esoteric pocket. A time dilation pocket. Or perhaps a type of portal to the positive realm. Either way, you're lucky that you got out. Your body is refreshed. Oh, did I just rest? Wait, no I didn't. Wait, I'm not doing well at all. Snell's notepad. I didn't get my spells back. What happened? Oh dear. Well, it's now 7 a.m. Alright. Wake up, Snell. Morning, cleric. You ready to head out? Yep. Let's get going. Now that 3 p.m. here in Australia. My friend just visited there, Zeliard. One day I will go and visit the other ruse. Alright, we're going back up. Because I want to go... Oh wait, no, it's the... We're gonna go check out the tea shop. I can't believe I didn't get to rest. I don't even know what that was that happened to me. Oh, I know a lot about this guy. He wants to kill you. This massive, unregulated, confident, highly problematic goblin supremacist. He will not debate you on it. He doesn't even see you worthy as being alive. He's a focused killer. His body count must be in the hundreds. The type of man who wishes nothing but for the destruction of humanity. He's level 8. I'll leave him alone. Yeah. Or maybe I'll be no, I'm not. Okay, let's check out the tea shop. Which is up here, and then we'll probably wrap up for the night. Where's the tea shop? Over here. No, it's me. I'm the cleric. Oh, what? Well, natural one. I don't know anything about her. She's a thing. Anyway, I'll be back later. I gotta look inside here. This is the first part, the tea shop that blew up. This is the first part of our actual journey that's involved the main quest. You step in behind the counter. There are compartments filled with ruined tin boxes. In the back, there's a complicated set of tubes and pipes combining into some type of tea-making machine. A brewer. Not often you get to see one these days. For such a fine and expensive piece of machinery to break. Shame. Huh? I'll have a sweet cream, please, Snell says nasally. Oh, and make that half cream actually. My tummy's sensitive today. He's making fun of the humans and their love of milk. Not the best joke, but he'll like you more if you play along. We only sell the outsourced oat milk, sir. The goblin looks at you, then looks at the counter, then looks at you again. That's called a double take. Good job. The look at his face. Pure shock. Good one, cleric. Ha! I'm so smart. There's a slab of wood covering the stone base of the countertop. More like charcoal at this point. It was once finely sanded bracken, now ruined. Pipes and levers are melted and the glass is shattered. Check the pipes. Copper pipes, expensive, once shiny, now charred and bent. Handcrafted. This is where you put in the tea leaves, at the copper chamber at the top. As you lean in, you don't see much beyond some burnt muck through the cracks, but you do smell something. It smells awful. An intense scent. Why does it smell like that? It contains something foul. You do not know what. I lean in closer. You smell through the disgusting burnt muck through the gaps of your helmet. It smells like disgusting burnt muck. Bad. It's not good. Oh, it hurt me. What smells foul makes your nose stronger. That's not true. Holy hell, stop shoving your face into whatever that is. Your knees shake, but you stand. As you turn around, you find the goblin glaring at you with a worried expression. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. There's a metal valve at... Oh, so the tea shop probably blew up through this machine. It wasn't magic. It wasn't magic at all. There's a metal valve at the end and it's shut. It's only shut when it's brewing. That means it was working when the explosion. You try to turn the valve, but it bends at an odd angle. Wait, that's not how a valve is supposed to feel. It's stuck. Only with finesse can you tame a machine like this, because you're such an expert at that. You carefully put pressure on the valve as you turn the little lever, and suddenly you hear a snap. A tiny piece of copper comes flying towards you, hitting your helmet with a dink. Step back! The valve bursts open, releasing an oozing pile of tea, ash, and God's only knows what onto the floor. Gods be damned, Snell mutters and holds his nose. The scent is particularly awful. Oh, nice job, me. Foulness, but nothing you cannot stand. You smell the fetid, melted ooze. Goblin is dry heaving next to you. The floor behind the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. What did we gain from this? The loud ding comes out of the machine as the last dribble of ooze exits the canister. It's still operational. What the heck? Operational, more like leaky innards. A death knell. After the bell, a box opens at the top of the machine. Inside you see dry tea leaves. It's the steam leaves. They're supposed to add extra flavor. And the scent, they're ukul leaves from Kargamesh. Kargamesh, one of the 8 bands along the coast, a land of vast xeric shrublands and deserts, famous for its underground cities and oasis kingdoms, home of elementals, halflings, and many plains touch in between. Wait, this thing was ready to go. Doesn't that mean it was being used during the explosion? Yeah. That means those tea leaves are evidence. The goblin is correct. Yeah, grab the leaves. You carefully place the leaves into your pouch. Tiny boxes full of tea leaves, or at least they're supposed to be. The heat from the explosion has melted them. So it is possible that the tea making machine was used and some alchemical ingredients exploded it. On the floor beneath the shelf, you find a pile of broken porcelain. It's like a clump. The heat must have been extremely intense at this spot to cause such an effect. Old master. What? Had a big collection of cups? Yes. Of teacups? Yes. Old masters are sure is strange. Yes. Grabbing the edge of the cup reveals how stuck it is. You can't move it an inch. They must have been deformed by the fire. The heat must have been thousands of degrees. Along the wall, you find a row of booths. Any textiles are obviously ruined, but the wood itself stands. Your companion squats down and checks under the tables. Yep. Where should I look first? The left booth doesn't seem interesting. Snell checks the right one. Check the central booth. The center, your stomach buzzes with possibility. Magic is near. It contorts your innards. Strange, your body reacts in a way your senses do not follow. The militia hose the whole place down, says while lifting a coal wheel, especially here in the front. It's all sludge. Bad guys always leave big signs. We'll find something. Wouldn't that be neat? Snell says. Yell if you find something. You both focus on this particular booth, or what used to be one. The textiles once draped over the seating have been turned to ash and charred along with the expensive wood. The stone tables remain standing for now, scorched like dwarven architecture. Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth. He lifts his head and sniffs. Keep looking for now, but let's not waste too much time. Look over the debris. Lifting some of the wreckage, you spend 10 minutes searching around the crevasse behind the booth, until something catches your eye, something not burnt. You reach out and grab it. It's a tiny metal leaf, and it fits in the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe the soot off, you find it's in strange condition. Its intricate design shows both value and style, but you feel a tingle down your arm. It's esoterical. The tiny leaf sits in the palm of your gloved hand. A magic item? The brooch itself is half melted. A magic item does not get destroyed like this. Not by anything but the most powerful of magic. It simply does not happen. You glance over to your companion. I found something. Oh? The goblin scoots over to you and looks at the tiny pin in your hand. Strange. Interesting. It kind of survived? Sure. Glancing over the scorched wood, you find it simply burned like everything else. But it is wood. Intact wood, relatively speaking. The malicious attempt to stop the fire splashed everything with water as well, so all the soot is just sludge. Look at the wood. I strained and got burnt bracken. What? It wasn't ruined enough for you? Yeah, just a souvenir. Great. Tea shop debris. Looking at the piece of wood, it's been infused with fiery energies. Looking inside the burnt wood, you see a sliver of alive bracken. The thickness of the survived and burnt wood suggests a certain level of heat and firepower. If this was caused by a fireball spell, a regular level 3 wouldn't do this kind of damage. Interesting. I don't think it was a spell. I think it was set up to look like a spell, but I think all the evidence suggests it was an alchemical fire of some magnitude. Whatever content once filled this chamber has been pushed up against the cracked walls. The dwarven masonry is damaged in various locations, and every single thing in the chamber is burnt. Incredible power. This is the center, but where exactly did the explosion originate from? The stony tiles, the scorch marks, the general aesthetic make it look like a dragon's lair. Beware. Death. Will you stop saying that? I'm so smart. You look around to find the damage confusing. While centered in the chamber, the damage appears uneven, as if the force of the explosion struggled with itself. With that thought, you receive a vision, replaying the events in your mind, an explosion in the chamber. Conflagration spreading. It just doesn't work. However, you experiment in your head with the idea of multiple explosions. Hey, guys. Yeah, we're just like exploring this, and then I'll probably wrap up. Suddenly, it clicks. The floor, it has several marks. You start counting 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Looking around the chamber, you see several points from which fire clearly spread. The explosion is explosions. Multiple. Huh? Your companion lifts his head from whatever scraps he was looking over. What did you say? You keep counting. 4, 5, 6. Even that is not enough. Fires. The immense force. 7, 8. You point at the last spot on the floor. You can see near the west wall where you're standing. 9. 9 of them. The goblin's gaze dances around the chamber. You see his face contort as it dawns on him. More than one. You're about to blow his little mind, aren't you? Hold up 7 fingers. Hold up 7 fingers. 9 separate explosions. Simultaneously. He stares at your fingers. He won't mention it. He's too kind. He looks around the chamber, concerned. Walk me through it. How do 9 explosions go off at the same time? What, we got a cabal of sorcerers? A coven? What? Careful now. Do you really want to share this info with him? I'll explain it once we report to your lady. Sure, gotcha. His tone implies a threat, something, if you lie to her, I'll eat you alive. The only not disintegrated thing in the central chamber is the stone slab. A table that was once a stone table. Now it is scorched as the rest. Ah yes, a table. It must have flipped over by force of explosion. Beneath. Everything is horrific beneath. You want to flip the table? Oh man, I'm so weak. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You make your best attempt, but the big block of scorched wood. I'm gonna try again. I'll do it one more time. I'm just not good at this. You're doing with Snell. Something is interesting here. However, make sure you look around first. Oh, shards of Jor. Money. A frame for a painting. The actual painting was obviously burnt. It is iron. It remains. Look closer at the frame. Iron, melted to hell, but still somewhat intact. Not as affected by the fire as some of the pipes you saw in the central chamber. The frame holds nothing else. No signs beyond that was left. You have no idea, no way of knowing if it was even beautiful. It could have been something... well, that's true. Sorry. Sad to see the painting ruined. You max strength? I heard you get some benefits for doing so. Like mechanical benefits. It is a tragedy. All art is sacred. You have no way of knowing if it was even beautiful. It could have been some horrific abomination of a painting. There is still beauty in all art. Drivel. Such anti-canonical thought is exactly why art has lost its meaning. It was most likely an LR. Who pays for actual art these days? I have a feeling this is a doorway. Late in the passage, the iron door has fallen off its hinges. It's not Harvest, but it sure looks like it could be. Look at the corners. They're bent. I don't know. A spell? An angry man? No, I can do this. I'm smart. Yeah, I can. I'm so smart. To melt iron like this would require incredible heat. You remember from your studies the art of the fireball spell, an awesome power. It was often used to horrific efficiency in the Coast War to eliminate entire legions, but to reach degrees hot enough to soften iron, it would have to be a 7th level or higher. More realistically, considering how the flames have forcefully escaped from the back rooms by bending the door this way, 8th or 9th level fireball. The hinges are connected to the wall via thick iron nails. Typical dwarven design. They use a metal known as hardston on doors. Looks like they've been ripped right out of the stone. No, wait, the iron's been bent as well. Then this was a combination of force and heat. So it wasn't just a spell. An incredibly high temperature must have been involved to cause the door to bend like this. Door is very hurt. Make feel bad for door. Bad magic did this. I think so, Zeliar. There's one more. Hey, Amara. So I think it's like whatever I need is here. I just don't know how to do this part. Maybe I need to equip some strength gear. Hold on, I gotta get swole, y'all. Oh. Okay. Wait, why is my strength so bad? Snell's notepad. Oh, and the Mace of Terror. Wait, it's plus... Oh, it's minus. Hold on. I'm getting stronger. Advantage against elves. Oh, I should wear that forever. I didn't know my original helmet gave me minus charisma. I guess I can't get any stronger. The best I can do is 9. Swole rum. Yeah, I'm trying to get there. I'm working on it. I'm trying to sort through my inventory to see if there's anything. Why does my scarf has a mouth? It's actually a mimic. I found him and rescued him. I think that's the best I can do. My strength is +1 from my sword, but I already have a weapon. Yeah, all I can do is... My strength is so bad. I'm so bad. That's pretty nice, though. Yeah, I just don't have another way to raise my strength. I don't have a spell either, I don't think. No. This is the best I'm gonna do. This is gonna be really hard. I have advantage. Damn! It's like almost impossible. I'll try once more, but like, I just don't. Never mind. Never
mind. Did I say impossible? I meant to say I'm amazing.
And of course I'd be able to do that. It's just a table, and I'm the future wizard god king of Tolstad. Duh! Hey, Waffle. You grab the thick table with your gloved hands, gripping it firmly and strongly. Snell copies your movements on 3.
Hello?
1, 2, 3, and you flip the table. Oh. You stare into the dark corner of the tea shop. Amidst the soot, broken tiles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the destruction around it. Snell stares at it. He is silent. One casualty. He flinches and looks at you. Yeah, confirmed. The corpse appears completely charred. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. The size is average in human terms, somewhat slender. Thank you, Amara. Hard to make out anything other than a silhouette. The goblin steels himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, cleric? Your thoughts land on anatomy books, basic medicine training, nothing practical. Death. You know it. You fear it. You are far too young. The goblin breaks his intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He is afraid the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern. None. Great. Guess we'll do this one step at a time. We should do a preliminary checkup just to scope out the scene. Then we'll transport it to the Lich House. We should have Viskin examine it. Uh-huh. He's barely listening. I'll check the head. You, check the hands or something? You take a few careful steps up to it and kneel down. Seeing it up close causes you to shake. Your flesh feels the flames. You share the bond of death. You look at the torso. A dark mass, once skin, now appears to be but a solid mass. It does not even smell. She was incinerated, fully, in an instant. The intense heat caused rapid muscle contraction, freezing the woman in place. She placed herself in this position, most likely to take cover from the explosion. Nothing but blackened, brittle, carbon residue. That means she knew it was coming, though. If she had time to do that, that means whatever happened here, there was some kind of warning. However, you are quite certain this was a woman. The mortician will have to determine that. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. She crawled up in this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. Got it. Good info. He leans in closer. Too far to see anything. Poor goblin. Focus on the hands. You see the left hand is destroyed. Perhaps they landed on it. Could have shattered it in the fall, if the source of the fire was instantaneous enough. But most likely, the fire would have taken at least half a minute to be lethal. And only if the fire source was hot enough to cook the target's brain. The right hand is... I'm sorry, what? The left hand is half destroyed. Perhaps they landed on it. They could have shattered it in the fall if the source of the fire was instantaneous enough. But most likely, the fire would have taken at least half a minute to be lethal, and only if the fire source was hot enough to cook the target's brain. Ah! The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip, holding to something. A clue. You've read stories like this. The victim always grips something important when they die. No, this is a bad idea unless you want to break that fist into 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. I sure do. You attempt to try and dig, but clearly you're not doing very well. But soon enough, the charred hand cracks open. The corpse soot. Oh, God, save us all. Everything. Ow! Corpse stuff all over your hands. Muffle a scream. In your panic, the hand disintegrates further, creating a pile of dust and chunks on the scorched floor. You take a deep breath. It is too horrific to be so close to death. As the terror wears off and the soot comes off to you, you find something in the mess you made, glimmering. A chain. A thin, gold chain, or parts of it. However, the second after you see it, You watch it begin to glow. An esoteric glow. Then it starts to break apart in front of your eyes. The gold chain within seconds turning into another pile of dust. What? That was magic, right? It sure was. The goblin grimaces. A defense mechanism. Nothing you can deal with now. Not much to see. The fire's burned off, everything. While the charred beyond recognition, the skull itself is fairly intact. The mouth is intact. Why is that good? So you can have someone talk to... Oh, we can speak with the dead. Anything else? Looking for a distinguishing feature, you do know something interesting. The ears? The ears? Look at the ears, Snell. Barely there. What about them? Look closer. Sure, what am I supposed to... Oh, she's an elf. Despite barely keeping a recognizable form, what remains of the ears of a peculiar shape. They're sharp and pointy. Oh, pointy ears. There's only one humanoid creature on the coast with this body size and pointy ears. Not an orc, not a gnome, and not a human. No chance. Oh boy! There is no doubt. Ilum weeps. Her children are slaves to fascism. Your companion glares at the corpse. His head slowly turns to you. Oh no. Oh dear gods. It's a damned elf! Aren't elves super rare? Scent of Ukul, this is the death you fear, the dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You only have one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened. Who killed the elf? Who blew up the tea shop? You feel the answer must lie below. Far, far below. That's a big man. Oh, you can't see it. Your eyes... Oh, that guy. Your eyes follow the towering dark knight as he walks past, heading down the stairs. The body is secured. Good. The pale man answers behind his desk. Snell leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely upon the elvish corpse across the chamber. I think I expected a dwarf. Huh? A dwarf. Make a manly grunt to acknowledge him. The tea shop used to be the gathering place for the Asgulls. My first thought was infighting, or political assassination. But an elf? That's like 3 of them in the entire city. What should I say? Just share your feelings. Ask him about it. How bad is this? The Ilum are powerful, even in Norvik. If one of their own got offed, that could spell trouble. Should be easy to identify, though. You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible. So what now? Takes a deep breath. The goblin does not look forward to reporting all of this. Gather any remaining clues in the tea shop, then we report to Lady Sageleaf ASAP. You hear the pale man clear his throat across the circular chamber. Clerk, I'm finished with my report. Give him a thumbs up. Yeah, obviously you want to do that thing. What thing? You know, the thing. Elaborate. You know, the thing you clerics do with the corpses. What's it called when you speak with the dead? You never had a chance to guess Speak with the Dead before coming here. Speak with the Dead? Yeah, what's it called? Speak with the Dead. He clerics with you. What's it called? Speak with the Dead. Are you making fun of me? No, it's called Speak with Dead. Oh, right. He closes his eyes and grows. He's embarrassed. Right, that thing I am somewhat capable of doing. Phrasing like that doesn't evoke trust in your abilities, cleric. But you get 5 questions from the spell, right? With that, you should be able to identify who, what, why, when, and so on. Yes. Let's talk to Viskin about it. All right. Well, I have a lot of... I can't cast 3rd level spells. You can't cast 3rd level spells until you're 5th level. So unless Viskin gives me something, I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna eat an apple. I'm stressed. But we're gonna save. Alright, and we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for joining me for the Timberborn section as well. I really appreciated it. I enjoyed the game a lot. And thank you for watching me go through Esoteric Ebb. Thank you, Guava. I plan to stream all of Esoteric Ebb, so don't worry. I'm gonna go through the whole playthrough. I won't do nothing off stream. You're gonna see all of it. All of it. Thank you, everyone, and thanks again to Mechanistry and Daredrop for hooking me up with Timberborn. I don't know if I will be back tomorrow. Mama Oram is visiting me, but Mama Oram also goes to bed quite early, and she has to wake up quite early to be here. So if she goes to bed early, I will stream. Oh, I know where we're going to go. I know where we're going to go. Thank you. Yeah, you may see me tomorrow. You may not. We'll see. I'll try. I'll try my best. All right. Let's also, Kofo, I didn't know you changed your name. I just put 2 and 2 together. All right, let's go say hi to Zest. Zest is doing Timberborn as well. We're gonna spam some emotes at him. You guys have a good time over there. Good night, everyone.